Good evening, envies,
Ladies,
and gents,
and those who can't pay rent.
welcome to the very first episode of the Queer Peer Podcast.
We're so good at this. Okay.
We're amazing at this. All right.
Our
so, do you want to introduce the topic?
The topic that we're talking about this first episode is coming out. Ooh.
The elusive story.
Yes. First, let's do a quick intro to who we are. You want to go first?
So, I'm Riverday.
More like River Gay. Continue.
I don't know. I'm a writer and photographer and shit.
You're also shit? Damn. I mean, multidisciplinary or multi-shitplanary. Multi-dookie-planary. We can be so normal.
It's fine. All right, introduce yourself.
You can interrupt me too. I kind of feel bad now.
Okay.
So if you want to just cut in with puns or jokes, feel free to do so.
All right.
So I'm Tamara. I'm a Black artist. I do everything you can possibly think of doing. I have done and probably will do again.
She's insane. Absolutely
crazy. I'm a multidisciplinary artist. I do drawing, illustration. If you follow my Instagram, which we'll tag at the end, you will mostly see illustration, but I do creative writing and stuff like that. Just everything. I don't know. Woodworking, metalworking. Let me at it.
She literally pulled a plank of wood out of her bag when she showed up here.
I was like, guess what I did today? Went to the wood shop. God. All right. Now that we've talked about ourselves, let's talk about our first coming out experience to yourself. Okay. How did you find out that the straight kind of normativity was not something that was necessarily the end all be all?
So I had these kind of shitty friends in middle school, but I was sitting with them at lunch and they were like, oh, I had this lesbian couple come, one of them was like, I had this lesbian couple come up to my door, and I forget why or what the story was, but I was like, what's a lesbian?
Sorry. That was so loud. I just wanted to
the fucking
the mic peak. Continue.
But I was like, what's a lesbian? And that was how I found out that gay people were a thing.
Hell yeah.
And then I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because I guess people don't know I'm trans mask. And also,
we should say our pronouns.
Yeah, pronouns. Yeah. That's important. They, he for
she,
me.
Her,
he,
for
they.
Me. Oh, sorry, I talked over you again. God, yeah. I'm a yapper.
It's fine. Okay, they, he for me.
She, her for me. Thank you.
Or he, they. I don't care what order you put it in. And I don't know. I thought I was a lesbian for a while, but I'm also into dudes. I don't know. It's messy. But
classic,
that's how I figured it out.
Well, for me, sorry I'm clearing my throat a lot. I don't know if you could tell. For me, I my family passively talked about gay people sometimes. So I remember
my family never did.
Really?
At all.
There was this movie called Set It Off. Have you ever watched that?
Oh, of course.
Oh, of course. And oh God. I remember watching that and my mom was like, oh, is she a lesbian? And I looked up and I was like, Mommy, what's a lesbian? And then she did not give me a clear answer. You want to know what she literally said? She was like, a lesbian is a girl who likes women's legs. That's what she said. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And throughout my childhood, I was always inclined towards the female, if you will. I really always liked women. I always thought that women were prettier than men, and I really was genuinely confused about how people could like men.
There's some pretty men out there.
Oh, but I didn't see them. Where were they at in my childhood? Not there. God, I remember thinking characters on screen. I was just always like, wow, the girl's so pretty. And then they'd be some fugly ass guy. I'd be like, what the heck? But tell me more about any other
I do have, this is not a coming out story, but it is kind of related to my middle school and to some gay shit. So on I think it was like Trans Day of Visibility.
Oh, of course.
No, it was the Day of Silence. That's what it was. So there was like the GSA at my middle school did a thing for the Day of Silence where they played this like 2-minute video in the cafeteria during lunch. That was just this like trans kid story where he like transitioned at a young age, and it's like, look at this person who's like normal and valid and shit. You know, it was a good video from what I remember. And like our principal played this and he got fired.
Oh my god.
Like,
Jesus
so
Christ.
many parents complained about that video being shown in the cafeteria that he straight up got fired.
More like gay up got fired. Sorry, that's terrible. That's horrible. I'm so sorry that happened.
Yeah.
I hope whoever your principal's living like a really nice, luxurious life, whatever he's doing now. Let's see. I'm trying to think of more experiences, right? Oh, back in 4th grade, I remember I was like a terrible person. All throughout elementary, like, you would not think that we were the same, like, individual because my morality was so different. Like, I was the shittiest, brattiest child. I always needed to get what I want, and I was a bully. I was a bully, River. But here's the thing about it.
I could see it.
Yeah. Thank you. You know, I try. But that was mostly like kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade. I kind of like dimmed down in like 3rd grade. And in 4th grade, people started bullying me.
Right. The tables turned.
The tables did turn. And honestly, deserved. But the way that they bullied me, they literally, like, because I only was like really best friends with like girls and stuff. They called me gay.
So they were just
They knew before I knew.
saying the truth.
They were saying the truth. They were like, what are you, you're gay. And like poking me or whatever. And I also was bullied for being like too tall. Cause you know how I'm like 5'11", basically 6 feet if you squint. But I was basically like 5'9", 5'10", like really super extremely tall back in like 4th and 5th grade. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I basically peaked in like 4th and 5th grade and then never stopped peaking. Just like that was the peak, and I never went down, and that's just how it was. Yeah, but dude, I was bullied for being lanky, being too skinny, too fat, like bullied for every little thing. Like, people bullied me because they were like, oh, she's tall, but she's like in 4th grade, she should be in 6th grade. She got held back. And so they bullied me for being dumb, which wasn't even true because my bitch ass was taking like AP and honors classes and shit.
Yeah, you're taking like, you're literally double majoring currently.
There was this program called PACE. It was like something accelerated, something.
I think I had that in my school too.
Yeah, I had that like in elementary, and they were like bullying me for being held back. That's me in quotations marks for, you know, context. But that was insane. How do we get here? How do we get queer? Back to coming out experiences.
You were just talking about being bullied for a while.
Listen, I'm a professional yapper. Well, I'm not professional yet.
I do have another story, actually.
Go on. Gay on.
No, I forgot what it was. No, I remember now. Okay. So, like, I'm non-binary. And, like,
Sorry.
like, back in, like, elementary school, I played this game with my friends called the Princess Game, where there was, like, one evil villain who would run around and chase these princesses and, like, tag them, and then they would have to go sit on the bench, and they were in prison, and they had to be rescued. This is the whole game. But, like, the villain was called Evil Olaf. And they were, like, fully, like, no gender associated with this villain, just genderless evil snowman, I guess. And
because Olaf is a non-binary icon, as we all know.
And of course. And I was like, I want to be evil Olaf. And I didn't realize until like way later in my adult life, after I had like come out and stuff, I was like, oh, I wanted to be evil Olaf because no gender.
No gender. It was the ginger ale. Sorry about that. All right. Any more, you know, really like not touching.
those touching moments,
Any like
such as evil Olaf, the
oh,
genderless
you know what?
snowman.
I should tell this story too. When I first found out about like various sexualities, not just like lesbian, gay, whatever that vaguely meant. Back then, it was just like an insult, and that I barely really understood. But back when I first found out about like actual sexualities and different labels and stuff, was on a quiz forum website.
I mean, I was like taking the "Are you gay?" quizzes.
Yeah, I was. That's what it. That was.
And they
That's what
all
it was.
said I was.
They all said.
And I was like, no.
It was like the pipeline of like taking a shit ton of cringy ass quizzes, like, are you a vampire? To going onto this website called, I don't know, should I plug the website? I don't know if it's even still active. GoToQuiz.com. And you could like take a shit ton of quizzes. And that's what I was on. And I realized that there was a forums page associated with. So I went to like the GoToQuiz forums. And then there was like this one forum that was like, guess the sexuality of the person above you. So I like guessed the person above me. I was like, I don't know, straight, I don't know. And then the person below me put like pansexual for me, like based off how I'd been acting in the forums, I guess. And I looked up what pansexual meant, and I was like, oh my god, I am pansexual. Or I don't know. Back then, I thought I was just gay, so I was like, oh my god, wait, I don't like men. I do like men now. But back then, I was like, truly, I hate men. Wow.
I thought I was a lesbian because I had romantic feelings for one female friend.
Yeah, that's how.
And that's the like only time that's happened. And it's just been men from
there on
out. Unfortunately.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah. Unfortunately,
you're in your woman era.
I was in my man era for a while. Thanks for worrying about me, truly. But you know, I've gone back to my roots. I'm back to women. But what was I gonna say? Wait. Wait, let me take a sip of ginger ale.
I apologize to our listeners.
No, I thought we were cutting that out. Fuck, now it has to stay in. Okay, hold on. Not sponsored. God, I wish.
It's Signature Select.
No, don't say the brand.
We can cut it.
Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. I'm completely sidetracked. Let's go into the segment.
Let's start this next segment.
All right, welcome to our first ever segment, guys.
Or is this our first segment?
First ever segment, Shake and Awaken. Okay. It's basically a segment. Eventually, we're gonna have guests on this podcast and further episodes and future stuff. But for now, it's just gonna be ourselves, I guess. Or should I say, I guessed? But it's basically our gay awakenings. Like, any media, any characters that like did it for you and was like, yes, I understand now.
Like characters that did it.
Yeah, any anime, any cartoon characters I was like, damn, Garnet from Steven Universe. Who said that? Anyway.
I don't think so. Like, I don't think there were any characters. Like, I met non-binary people in real life and like people on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Where I was like, oh, I can do that.
I'm sorry.
That made me realize. And then I like noticed queer characters. And I was like, oh, cool. But like not until after. Yeah. But like my mom was really good about it. Like when I first came out, I kept like changing it up, being like, I think I'm this, I think I'm that, and she was just like, kind of like rolled with it.
Yeah.
And bought a book about being like a transparent.
Aww,
and how to like support me. Yeah.
She just became clear. Like you could just see through her. Really.
Yeah. If I tell her about this, she will listen. To every episode, I swear.
Hi, River Mom.
Hi, Mom.
We need to like a nickname for your mom. Mom River, Mo River, Mo River.
I don't know what creates a river. What leads into the river?
The ocean. Just like a gasp and then silence.
And the like neighbor yelling outside.
They probably can't hear that.
The mic is absolutely not picking up on that.
Guys, we got yellers. We got old yellers out there.
Old yellers. My neighbor is old, so yeah.
Oh my god, it's just like Old Yeller for real.
But Old Yeller was a dog.
Where are we going? Let's reel ourselves back to Shake and Awaken. God. I mean, for me, characters really did it. I don't know what else to say. I didn't have like a big like aha moment through like YouTubers and stuff. I like whenever I found out like what sexuality even was and that like you could like be not straight, like I was like doing my own research and stuff, and then like I'm falling in love with like characters that I was into at the time. And then after that was like the YouTube phase of like finding like YouTubers who I like that like
we
were
like
the same way.
did the opposite thing where I found YouTubers and then characters, and you did characters and then YouTubers.
There you go.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, I know this is everyone's gay awakening, but Jade from Victorious, obviously.
I never watched Victoria.
Oh well, you should. And I know what we're Ferb. I know what we're gonna do today. But there was like a moment she was singing this song called "Take a Hit," and she was like, oh, I don't. The way she was counting, she was like, 1, get your hands off my 2. Like the way it was like so sensual. Like, oh my god, Jade. Gillian, what's her name? Gilly? What's like the actual actor's name? I don't remember. It was like Gilly something, or like her last name was Gilly. Jade from Victorious. Pause the podcast. Everyone be quiet. All right, Elizabeth Gillies. Oh my god. 8. Square root of 64 for real. Truly. But I don't know. Other characters, I was really into cartoons at the time, Cartoon Network, so all of the Crystal Gems, every single one of them.
I wasn't allowed to watch Cartoon Network as a kid.
What?
I never saw Adventure Time or
Teen Titans Go, the shitty ass reboot? No?
None of it. I watched all that shit as an adult. I was robbed. Maybe that's why I'm so obsessed with Avatar: The Last Airbender.
As you should be.
The only thing I could
Oh my god, that moon lady?
What, do you mean Uwe?
Yeah, the moon lady.
She turns into the moon.
Wait, actually, I
know way too much about this show.
The other day, I started making my kin list. I don't know if you know what that
Your
is.
Your kin list?
Yeah, a list of characters that I kin and like heavily relate to.
Oh, I see. I thought you said like
Ken like Barbie.
Like
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Ken. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Barbalicious. So delicious. Makes the boys go crazy. Where are we going? Okay. This is why we should not be trusted with a mic. But, what was it? Atla, the Avatar: The Last Airbender. I put Sokka on my kin list.
Because you're a misogynist.
No. Because, one of my roommates, like, commented, he was like, I think you should put Sokka on your kin list because, you know, he's, like, older and he like raises his sibling and stuff like that, and I also falls in love with that moon lady, and you seem like you'd simp for her.
I mean, no, you would though.
And I do, and I am, and I am currently. Who said that?
She is like 16 though, I think.
Oh well, this was when I was a kid. This was like when I was like.
Don't currently simp. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's weird. But like when I was the age that she was.
Yeah.
8, square root of 64, like crazy.
I would say like my first crush, technically, I guess on like a character, it was on Zuko.
Oh, of course. Of course. I mean,
like,
whenever he got good
issues,
and also the hair grew, it was all over.
The shaggy hair.
Ugh. Oh my god.
I can't.
I get it. God. I mean, there's like so many other characters but like none are coming to mind right now. You know when you like want to say something and it's like, man, it's like at the fringes of my brain, and like there's so many other characters that I remember like being crazy over, but I can't remember who they are right now in this moment. Gosh.
I didn't appreciate Katara enough.
Yeah.
But like now, she's awesome.
She is awesome. I love Katara.
I didn't like Katara enough. I should have appreciated her more.
I mean, the problem with me is I didn't really like have a crush on Katara back then. It was mostly just like I saw myself in Katara because we kind of looked similar, seeing like a more like a little melanin in her like a little a character like that on screen.
Like people of color,
exactly,
and like which is why the fucking M. Night Shyamalan remake where they're all white is insane.
Yeah,
we could do an entire episode just about me ranting about the live action remakes.
But we can't. We can do that in our other segment, which we'll do later.
Right. We're not doing that.
The yapping segment, as if we don't yap enough. Welcome to the yap sesh. Or should I say gap sesh? Gay yapping. Yapping? Giddy up? Giddy up? Okay, I can't make a pun with this. Let's go to the next question, right? Not really a question, but coming out to others, like, and not just like yourself, like, not that like internal realization. What was like your first experience coming out to people, like?
Oh, who is? I mean, because I initially came out as a lesbian, so I guess the very first person I ever came out to about anything queer was my like best friend at the time. We don't really talk anymore.
We don't talk anymore.
But we just like grew apart. As far as I'm aware, she's still cool. But I came out to her first, I think. And I think it was just like fine. And then I came out to, I don't even remember what order I did the like lesbian thing in. But coming out as trans, I came out to my brother first. We were on the trampoline.
Yeah, go on.
And he was like, oh, so you're like non-binary, and like I just call you my sibling instead now. And I was like, yeah. And like now I'm fine with him calling me his brother, but yeah, he was just like, he just doesn't give a fuck about things. Like that. And then he's like, you should go tell mom. And then I was like, I don't know, but then he went in there and supported me while I told my mom.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. And then my dad, the first time, you know what? I am putting this on the internet.
Yeah, the bravery. Brings a tear to a
because he's not listening to this. But I told my stepbrother, who like, that's the whole thing. But I told my stepbrother, and then he was like, you should like go and tell like my mom and your dad. And I was like, oh. And then I went and told my dad, and then he laughed at me. I was like, I'm non-binary. I'm not like a man or a woman. And then he laughed, and then just never stopped gendering me as a girl until I had to tell him like 3 or 4 more times.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Also, I wish we were doing like video for this one, because the way you looked at me and were like, as you were telling the story, and I'm just like nodding, smiling, and the way you were like, he laughed at me, and my face dropped. Like it was almost cartoonish. Just like I could punch him. I'm not going to the ocean.
Don't fight my father. My father, he's 6'5".
All right, and I'm basically 6 feet if you squint hard enough.
Like I don't know.
Come on, I'm.
Don't fight my father, please.
I'm not going to.
We're
but I'm
on
just
good
saying.
terms
Okay,
right now.
Quick side tangent. I think that I could take your father. I really think I could like beat him up. I think like I'm scrappy in a fight, and I will do all the like dirty illegal moves of like I'll like pick up sand, throw it in his eye type shit. Like I can beat him up.
This is the segment about how Tamara can fight my father.
Yeah, it'll be a different family member each episode. And then the final episode will be like, and this is how I think I can fight you, River. And then we start fighting. I take out the punching gloves. Bam, bam, bam. For sound effects, God. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I think I could take your father in a fight.
Okay. I mean, we're on good terms now. Like,
yeah.
He's
you better
chill.
be. Or otherwise, it'd be on site.
I know.
Gosh.
Yeah.
What about like that was like family experience. What about like friend experience?
Oh, I had a friend just stop being friends with me when I came out. Like she was like, I don't want to be seen with you at school.
L for her. Now you're the most popular kid ever. Her family was
like all like Trump supporters.
Oh no.
But then we had like a friend, like a mutual friend, who like after we stopped being friends, I was still friends with this person, like our mutual friend. And at one point, like our mutual friend was hanging out with her specifically and was like, oh, like I know River, and like he's trans, and like it's like chill, blah blah blah. And like she went on a whole rant about how like evil I was for like transitioning and stuff. Actually,
I am the devil. Yeah, I'm pure evil, and if you like hate me, I'm just gonna like stomp on your I'm gonna like eat your soul. I'm just gonna
And that is the gay agenda.
And that is the agenda.
Why do you want to combine every word with gay?
It's either combining or like making them into puns. There is no in between. Or dad jokes. Welcome to my brand of humor. Or should I say my brand of
Humor?
goomer?
Gay humor?
We have to talk about coming out
Yeah.
to my friends and family.
Oh yeah, you didn't tell your story.
I know, it's crazy because
Tell
I
your
usually just
story.
yap all over the place. And
Well, yap away.
I kept it to myself, you know. So, friends, family. Let's talk about family first, right? I come from a southern family. I am born, bred, raised in Alabama of the U.S. of A. And essentially, I have a shit ton of siblings. I have 6 siblings, and that's just on my mom's side. Like, absolutely insane amount of siblings. But I remember, like, trying to come out. Keyword on trying. We were, like, in the car driving home from my cousin's house. And I remember thinking, like, this is, like, in middle school or so. I remember thinking, oh, my God, it's just me and mom in the car. And usually we don't have this moment because of, like, all of my other siblings and stuff. So, like, this is the perfect moment to tell her that I'm, like, I didn't even tell her I was lesbian. I thought I was lesbian at the time, but I told her I was bi, which is true now, but it wasn't true then, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I wanted to like ease her into it by telling her I was bisexual. So I was like, Mom, I'm bi. And she was like, bi what? And I was like, I'm bisexual. Like I like both girls and guys. And she was like, well, you know, in the Bible. Like immediately Bible stuff, whatever. You know, it's the South. Religion is very prominent. And I remember another moment, like my brother, my older brother. I am the second oldest, so he's the oldest sibling of all of us. You know, he's the ring in the Lord of the Rings. He is the sibling to rule them all. You know, so I I remember like offhandedly mentioning it or something, and then he was just like, you know, that's like a sin, right? Like, do you think you're gonna go to hell? Like, we had like a very quick conversation about it. That was a very awkward and stiff conversation. And he was like, aren't you gonna like go to hell? And I'm just like, no, because you know, like, I can't control who I like and blah blah blah. Being very awkward about it. And he was like, oh, I don't know. And we never really resolved that conversation. It just kind of ended, and like we both
Have you
stressed
still
ourselves.
not resolved it?
Absolutely not. And I haven't called him in a little bit. I do want to call him. I want to like ask him how his gambling addiction is going.
Do you want to say that on the internet?
Yeah, that's funny. And I could be lying. They don't fucking know.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
You don't
Cry
know.
about
You
it?
don't know our lives.
We could just be liars.
Yeah.
Our whole life stories could be lies,
Yeah,
and they wouldn't
it's all
know
lies.
it. Guys, actually, this is all made up.
Yeah.
30 minutes of like
Just bullshit.
just bullshitting. Like absolutely. Well, it wouldn't be 30 minutes for them. It'd probably be like 25 minutes because we're cutting some stuff out.
Yeah.
But 20 minutes of
However fucking long of bullshit.
exactly. Whatever you're listening to right now, pause that time mark, and now you know. And that's how long it's been of lies and betrayal. And I'd do it again. And anyway, friends. Coming out to friends was, it was interesting. Because my friend group, you know how we all just flock to each other, the gays and the queers of what word am I looking for? All cut from different cloths.
Oh, I gotta talk
don't know.
about the book I wrote when I was 13.
Oh, you
after
got
you,
to.
After
Oh,
you
you
tell your story.
I was the matron, the kind of like matriarch of like queerness in middle school. Like I basically came out to my whole school because at the time I like started dating like this, you know, middle school girlfriend or whatever. Ew, whatever. Weird. Yeah, that's right. I got bitches and wait, I can't say that.
You can say bitches. I'm saying fuck over.
Well, I got
and over.
bitches even I got bitches since I've been wearing diapers. Like y'all ain't got nothing on me. But I remember my middle school girlfriend and I were like out to the whole school, and so like all the gays would flock to us, and we made like a big queer friend group. And I remember writing like desecrating on the fucking walls, putting LGBT corner, and then underneath that, other people would slowly but surely write gay corner, trans corner, bi corner, and it just became our corner. And like everyone would always gather there and talk there, and like we made it like a thing. Even after I graduated 8th grade or whatever, like what's it the ceremony? It's not really graduation, but you get what I mean.
Did you have a ceremony?
Yeah.
I didn't get a ceremony. I just like
Aw.
showed up at high school.
Dude, wait. Sorry, this is a quick tangent. You have a tangent to work on after my tangent. But in 8th grade, we did like an 8th grade prank where we like just like had accumulated a bunch of plastic forks. So like every day at the lunch line, it was like a huge group was in on it. We accumulated like we would grab an extra fork at the lunch line and then we would just like stock it away. And my friend at some point, like the main like arbiter of like this fucking plan, at some point grabbed so many forks that they had to come like with a truck full of forks, like, and we just spread forks around the whole school on the last day of my 8th grade
That's
year.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's so
it was called like the fork apocalypse or something. And it was everywhere. It was in the bathrooms, it was in the walls, in the halls, it was everywhere, and it was so good. All right, what was I talking about?
The gay corner.
The gay corner was magnificent. Like, I truly left a legacy so that people wouldn't have to be afraid to come out at that school anymore. It was a very fancy schmancy school. It was like, you know, magnet, smart people, whatever the fuck. We wore button-ups and plaid skirts. Like, it was that type of school, like with the uniforms and stuff. So like having that like space was very cool to build and to like kind of like start up because of like my middle school girlfriend and I agreeing to like come out to the whole school and like not giving a fuck about like keeping it a secret. It was so interesting because like people would come to me and be like, "Are you really gay?" And I'd be like, "Yes." With my fucking striped shirt or whatever, like a striped undershirt underneath my button shirt type shit with my choker on. I'd be like, yeah. And then, like, even after I graduated, I had friends in like, you know, 7th and like 8th grade after I graduated being like, "Oh my god, you know, the gay corner's still going strong." And I'd be like, "Oh, that's so cute." And like, it just like, even after I left, I felt like I left something behind for like the queer people in that school, which is great. Which is gate. Which is gay. Now, tell me about this story you wrote at 13.
Okay. So I think I might have written like 600 pages. All in pen.
Insane.
All in pen.
Why would you do that?
One notebook.
Like, how long did that take, first off?
Oh, months.
Oh, of course.
I wrote 6 pages every day.
Oh, so 100 days.
I might not have written 600 pages. It might be more like 400.
Still, that's a shit ton.
I wrote a lot of pages of this book. And it was essentially about this kingdom called the Kingdom of Schlum on a different planet. The names are trash, okay? And then in the kingdom, like, it's illegal to be gay. And there's this big, like, wall. And there's, like, things over the wall. And it's like, oh, you don't go over the wall. And then basically the protagonist, like, ends up in prison. And, like...
I thought you were going to say ends up going over the wall. That's not where I thought you were going.
No, like, prison. And then, like, she has a girlfriend. And then, like, they do eventually go over the wall. And there's a fucking gay kingdom.
The kingdom?
The kingdom.
Oopum Kingdom style. I'm so sorry. Actually, I'm not. Go on.
Don't be sorry for
Gay
that.
On.
Yeah, I don't think I have more to say about it. I can read a section of it though.
Yeah, right now. Go ahead. Pull it out.
Okay.
Oh my god, you're pulling it out.
It's like literally in my drawer over here. Okay. I'm reading the gay prison guard section of this.
Wait, you gotta flip the pages towards the mic so ASMR.
Are you satisfied?
Yeah, are they satisfied is a real question.
I can't believe I wrote 600 pages in pen.
Oh,
I mean, I guess it's like page, like notebook page, but
that's still a lot. What are you talking about?
Okay. Samson. It's this chapter. So essentially the protagonist is going to get her girlfriend out of prison, and she's talking to a prison guard. He's gay. I don't like prison guards, but it's fine.
I don't think anyone does. And if you do, click off this podcast.
Yeah. We're abolitionists here.
Yeah.
Okay. So it starts out with some dialogue. Okay. Before I tell you... Oh, wait. No, I'm going to read the end of... Okay. I'm going to read the end of the last chapter. Is this entertaining?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm entertained. I'm our number one fan.
All right. So she arrived at the prison. Her name is Liza, I believe. And it's called the Criminal Center because this is on a different planet.
You gotta do like voices and stuff.
Okay. After a half an hour or so, the bus arrived at the Criminal Center. I began to get off, but the bus driver stopped me. Where do you think you're going? His smile turned to a grimace. To visit someone, I squeaked. Who? He glared. My dad, I said quickly. That wasn't true. Yes, girl, we know. My dad had left when I was little. I was let off the bus, and I dragged my feet as I walked towards the center's gray, solemn, heavy doors.
Whoa, a lot of description.
A guard stopped me. Going to see someone, sweetheart? Don't call people sweetheart.
Ew.
Just as a general rule.
Also, don't touch people's shoulders.
Yeah,
That's
I
weird.
don't know if
Don't
he touched
touch people.
Yeah,
Just don't fucking
don't do
it.
that.
Keep your damn hands to yourself.
Leave people the fuck alone. How about that?
Our viewers wouldn't touch people. Listeners?
Our listeners. Yes, my dad? Question mark. Is that a question or an answer? Answer. All right, the guard replied. Name? Maddie, I asked.
Asked? Maddie, I asked?
I can't say asks. You're making fun of my speech
No, I'm not.
impediment.
No, I'm not.
This
Don't
is
cancel me.
ableism.
No.
Yeah, like his mom like girls' names for boys. Because her girlfriend's name is Maddie. Maddie legitimate.
Ass. No, I can't. I don't think I can say it either, actually. Ask.
Oh, the protagonist's name is Kana.
Ooh.
There's no one named Maddie on the boys list, but I do see a Maddie legitimate on the girls list. Why did I name her that? Would you like to see her? The guard asks. Maybe? Sorry, she's committed too heavy of a crime. What are you doing here?
Oh my god. You want to see her? Yeah. Well, that's too damn bad.
All right, and then chapter 4 begins.
Dun dun.
Okay, before I tell you, I need your name. So, Kana, the main character, just straight up tells him everything. This whole ass prison guard, like the
Whole
rule,
ass, not a half ass. Prison guard.
he has a whole ass.
Period.
This caked up prison guard.
This double caked up on a Thursday afternoon prison guard.
Golden rule, advice for our viewers: don't talk to cops.
Don't talk to cops. Don't touch people. What's our other rule? Don't touch people. Don't talk to people.
Don't say sweetheart.
Don't say sweet. Okay, don't say sweetheart. Don't touch people. Don't talk to cops. We're gonna make like a whole tier list.
Those
of
are our
rules.
Don't tell a prison guard your life story. Samson, he said hesitantly, why do you need his name? Mine's Kana, I answered, and you might want to sit down for this.
Oh God.
And then I told him everything.
I like how you didn't want to write out. It's just like, and then I told him everything. It's like
Indirect dialogue. This is what we're talking about in class. All right. About Maddie, the hospital, the screams. This is missing context, but it's fine. Why I was there. I don't know why exactly. I told him the truth.
Yeah, I don't know either, girly pop.
He was different than the other guards I'd met.
No, he's not.
He had kind eyes
So?
instead of stone cold ones.
Wait, there's this podcast I listened to. It's like a D&D podcast. You know I love my D&D shit. But they were like got so sidetracked because the DM described like a monster and he was like, yeah, he has like kind eyes. And then everyone in the party stopped and was like, we can't fight him, guys. We can't kill him. He has kind eyes. And it became like a whole joke for like the rest of the podcast. It's like, but does this monster have kind eyes, DM? Does he? Because if he does, we can't do anything. God.
Oh, that's
so
funny.
I get it. The kind eyes gets you.
Instead of stone cold one.
Yeah.
He just seemed more human. I was based.
You were.
As a 13. I'm like, prison guards, not human.
Yeah, alien.
Yeah.
Just not from this earth. Completely.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like I could trust him. I felt like I could truth him and crossed it out and wrote trust.
Oh, that's cute.
Wow.
You wrote this all in pen?
I wrote this all in
You're
pen.
insane.
I wrote like 400 pages in pen.
We're like, you pen. All right, let's get this road on the show.
Nobody's even trusted me with something like that before. I have to let you in now. And then he just lets her in.
That's funny.
Are you putting me in jail too? I wondered aloud. No, I'm helping you. He whispered in my ear.
Ew! Okay, new rules. Don't say sweetheart. Don't touch people.
Don't whisper in their ear.
And don't trust cops.
And don't talk to cops.
Or don't talk to cops. Yeah, sorry.
I mean, don't trust them or talk to them.
Don't do either.
Yeah. And then it just cuts to I shimmied through the tight, smelly vent.
Damn.
Maddie close behind me. We were almost there. I could see the light. They
just escape and you missed that whole scene.
No, I do go back. I do a flashback.
Oh, okay.
I remember. But Samson and I had created a plan.
Period.
He gave me a special pass so I could go and see Maddie. Once I was with her, we'd climb into the vent and shimmy to the end. He'd be there and smuggle us to a house in the woods where we'd be safe.
Wow.
And then the story goes on from there. But that's a little excerpt of the book I wrote when I was 13. All in pen. Let me see how many... I can literally flip to the end.
Whoa. You still got extra pages left? This is a dummy thick sketchbook. This is just like Samson for real. Dummy thick ass card. Wow. And the sketchbook paper is really pretty.
It's like 200 pages.
Still, that's a lot. That's a lot.
And it's not done yet either.
So finish it. What I'm hearing is, when's the rewrite gonna be, and when's the book coming out?
I straight up might rewrite this.
You mean gay up?
Gay up.
Of course.
My apologies for being homophobic.
Sorry, I'm actually heterophobic. I just don't trust them straights. I don't.
That's another rule. Don't talk to straight people.
Don't talk to straight people. If you have a straight friend, I'm sorry to tell you this.
Cut them off.
Yeah, you can't talk to them anymore. Like,
we're not allowing it.
Yeah, just start ghosting them. Just like ascend to like queer heaven, Quevin, and never talk to your straight friends again. I'm so sorry you had to listen and like hear this news this way, but that's what's gotta happen. It's the rule.
I hate to bring it to you.
I don't make the rules. I just am the arbiter of bad news, I guess. Now let's
all right.
Let's get back on topic. If
should
there
we
ever
move
was
off
one.
to our move on to our next segment and our
Yes.
final segment?
Yes.
All right.
Segment and also.
So this is a segment we're gonna hopefully do repeatedly called "And Also."
Yeah, I should have said
where
it like that.
we just move on from all the gay shit we've been talking about. It can still be
As
gay.
if we were talking about gay shit.
I mean, this is
well, the
this
characters
whole
were gay
story,
from the story,
yes.
so yes.
So it's fine.
And we should talk about random shit, like
Yeah.
whatever we
It
want to
can
yap
be
about.
gay,
Yeah,
but it might not be.
it could be current events. It could be whatever current event happened to us recently.
Yeah, which we did discuss
Great
this
segue.
beforehand. Do I have a story for you?
Wow, I've never heard this story before. Please tell me, River.
But I didn't tell you like details. Essentially, there is an epidemic of white boys on TikTok
Truly.
doing street interviews.
They need to stop.
It needs to be stopped.
Someone put a stop to them.
And I had an in-person interaction with one of these white boys,
Jesus Christ.
which is like has been like my worst nightmare. Like I've come across them and I've been like, if some dude ever approached me on the street like that, I would cry. And I almost did. I was walking home from physical therapy to take the trolley home. And I'm approaching, walking down the street, and I see this girl. She's holding a camera and a phone like next to each other.
Wait, a girl?
Clearly, she's filming the white boy.
Oh, so she's the camera woman. Gotcha.
Yes. And
Or
she's
camera
like,
person. I don't know her pronouns.
I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, we can't assume.
but she's holding like a little like GoPro camera and a phone next to each other, clearly filming this dude. He's talking to the camera, and I'm like, oh God, oh no, oh please God, no.
Please God, no.
But I have to keep. I'm walking by them, and he like walks up to me, shoves a mic in my face, and like I have my headphones on. I can't fucking hear anything, so I don't know what he says to me. But I was just like, I just did like this, like the hand, and like looked and like kept walking, and he followed me
Ew.
down the like not very far, but like he kept following me and trying to get me to talk to him, and he's like, wait, and like I'm like, I said no. If people say no,
Listen.
Leave them alone. Listen.
Leave them alone. What was
Um,
that rule number
and
7?
then he like, as I like walked away, and he was like, okay, like he stopped. He was like laughing,
Ew.
and like now I'm like, oh no, that
That
might
could exist somewhere.
be
on,
on the
TikTok.
internet
Oh.
somewhere on TikTok. Someone might see me. Yeah.
Okay, so I think a worthy punishment of the white boys on TikTok doing these cringe ass interviews without people's consent, chemical castration.
Guillotine.
How do we feel about that? I mean, damn, they're both pretty bad, but like I feel like
I know we both were like,
you know, I feel like, let's see. We could cut off. We could like mix this together, like where we like castrate him by guillotining his dick and balls. How do we feel about that? Is that a worthy like, you know, compromise or?
this is a joke.
No, it's not.
In Minecraft,
Yeah, because there's guillotines in Minecraft.
there's guillotines in Minecraft.
There's probably a guillotine mod.
yeah.
Okay, wait. Now I have to, I have to see if there's a guillotine mod in Minecraft so that we can be dramatic in my Minecraft roleplays. Guillotine mod Minecraft. Let's fucking find out. Oh my god, it's gotta exist. This is great. Okay, it does exist. It asked and answered.
But this all goes back to our original rule of like just never talking to anyone.
Exactly. If you never talk. Oh wait, wasn't don't talk to straight people one of the rules?
Yeah.
There you fucking
Okay.
go.
He
There
was
you fuck-
definitely like, I'm sorry, man. I'm not supposed to talk to straight people.
Yeah, exactly. If a white boy with a camera who's a TikToker approaches you, you just gotta say sorry.
say
I was listening
sorry.
to the Queer Peer podcast, and they said not to talk to straight people. And if they
Sorry.
say, "Oh, I'm not straight," I'm like, I'm gay or like I'm bi or something. Just be like, well, you're basically a cop, so I can't talk to you either. You're basically a guard, so you know, essentially same thing. And if they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not a guard," then you say, "You're guarding your toxic masculinity and your inner emotions and like lashing out."
Find some way to make it work.
Find
Where
a like you can word it in a way where like our rules will help you by
I think
you
it's
just defend
pretty
yourself.
safe to say that most of these boys are probably straight.
Yeah, true. But I mean, I don't know. We got some freaks on here. We got some freakazoids around here. God. But I mean, I feel like I should also yap about something in the and also segment.
Yeah. Do
But-
you have any crazy event that happened to you recently?
Recently, oh, I went to Ren Fair recently.
You did go to Ren Fair.
Guys, oh my god, I went to Ren Fair. The fit was fitting. I was
good.
so cute. Like my corset was just making the boobs bust out like out of the seams. Like they were they already do that, but even more so. It was great. And like I gotta use those as like some profile pictures. Like I was cute. Like I was all dressed up. I had the belts. It was cute, but I was poor. I was so broke, and I felt so bad because like I literally for this whole like little Ren Fair weekend I had $60 and that's it. And I don't know if you know about Ren Fair, but it's expensive. There's so many booths. I couldn't buy anything. I couldn't even get like Ren Fair food. I couldn't get the the turkey leg that you eat walking around Ren Fair. I couldn't do any of that. So I was like, well, fuck. But you know, I enjoyed the joust and like the events and stuff. It was vampire themed. It was so fun. And like the queen passed us like a couple of times, and whenever the queen passed us, we'd be like, God save the queen. Like that's what you're supposed to say because that's like the quote of Ren Fair. And then she'd be like, God save you all, and it's so fun and cute. Oh my god. I would have had more fun if I had money. So we're gonna start Patreon. We probably really are. Like maybe
Like,
not after this
genuinely.
episode, but
No, it's good. Eventually, at some point,
yeah.
we will announce that we're starting a Patreon.
Our very first investment would be a second mic because we're currently sharing one mic right now. Oh my
It's
gosh.
going pretty well.
It's going pretty well. I feel like maybe we should be closer,
Also,
but I don't know.
we're-
We can always turn our audio up.
I don't know.
And then
If
fix
we
all those
hit-
moments that peaked.
50,000 subscribers.
That's way too much. That's a lofty 1,000. We probably got like 1.5 viewer right now, and that's gonna be
know.
your mom and
I
me.
was like-
like
I know. I was
you were shooting for the stars.
We're
I mean,
cutting that out.
shoot for the stars. I mean, shoot for the moon, and you'll land on the stars or some shit like that. No, we can
Among
keep
the
this in.
stars.
We can keep this
Okay.
in. So
How
our goal
about-
is 50,000. 50,000 subscribers.
No, because I was gonna say when we're gonna release the setup photos.
Oh, oh wait, yeah, we should do like okay. If we start a Patreon, right? Let's say if we ever get to 10 patrons, we could do like, I don't know, I can make like a cute like sticker design or something. If we get to 100 patrons, I can do like a print. I gotta like also write this down because now I'm holding myself to it as I'm saying it live to the internet. If we get to 1,000 patrons, is that when we should release the setup photos?
That's a lot of patrons.
I know, but the photos are so worth it. You guys have to know our setup right now. I don't know,
5,000 subscribers.
5,000?
Yes.
Like that's the photos? Okay, then what's like 1,000, like a goal? I don't know.
We'll come up with something.
I'll flash my tit on the internet.
The setup photos come out.
Yeah. It doesn't take much to buy me. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. No, okay. 1,000, we will do like a face reveal because they don't have like video.
That's true.
Yeah, we could do a face reveal at 1,000. We could do like a cute selfie and be like, this is what we look like, and it'd be cute.
Yes.
And then 5,000 is the setup reveal. And then 10 million is the tit flash.
You hear that?
You hear that, guys?
10 million subscribers.
One singular titty, a whole areola, for 10,000 billion. What was it again?
10 million.
10 million billion, gazillion, trillion subscribers, and then that's when I'll flash it.
All right.
Yes. Now, okay. That was the and also segment. We obviously got off track as we do.
Well, that's the point of that segment.
True. This is like that and also segment is literally just us giving ourselves grace to like yap and go off topic as if we weren't going to do that already, but like even more so.
Do we have any other stories? Anything else crazy happened to you recently?
I mean, not recent. I don't like do a lot of crazy things. I was like at a party and I like started making out with a girl. Is that recent? That was like almost a month ago now.
I know.
But okay, so I was at a college party. It was probably like a frat party or something. I don't know. You know how it is with parties here. You just kind of hop door to door and find one. But me and like a big group of friends all went inside and we kind of all started doing our own thing. So eventually I find myself like just trying to talk to as many girls as possible. It was like the confidence of the alcohol boost mixed with like the full moon or something. I don't know. Even with alcohol, I'm usually not that confident, but I was really confident that night. So I was talking to every girl. There's this one girl I talked to. I was like, damn, baby, you're cute as fuck. Like, and she was like dancing with her boyfriend while I said this. And then I was like, you mind if I like pull her away for a second? And he said, yes.
He said yes?
Yeah, because men are freaks, but that's a whole can of worms. But like I was flirting her up a little bit, and then like I let her go. I wasn't gonna like kiss her like in front of her boyfriend, especially after the yes comment. I was like, well, I'm not giving you this show. this is from me. So I went to another girl to flirt with. As you do. I was like, next target. And obviously we have this whole rule system of like, don't talk to people, don't touch people. Like obviously I wasn't trying to make anyone uncomfortable. I was like approaching them being like, oh my god, you're like cute, like, and then like seeing where it went from there. I wasn't, damn baby. Like, you see what I mean? Like there's a difference. You can talk to women respectfully, and I hope our viewers would probably know this, but just in case you don't, women want to be respected, guys. So there was this one woman I was talking to. I didn't know that. You didn't?
No.
Oh,
I just learned that right now.
Okay, well, the more you know. Men also want to be respected. You know what?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be respected. Just respect people. How about that? Period. Point blank. Now, point blank, blanking, drawing a blank. Where was I? Back to the story.
Girl you made out with that party.
Girl you made out with at party. I was talking to a different girl after that interaction. And I was like outside or something because it was a heat wave in that fucking building. There were so many bodies and people. So I had to step outside for some cold air, and there was just like this girl, and I was like, oh my god, you're so pretty. And then she like kind of like starts striking up a conversation. She's like, oh, like what school you go to? And I was like, you probably don't know what school I go to, because I like commute like 2 hours to get to my school. We probably shouldn't say our school name.
Yeah.
But let's just call it Z. Z University. Z University.
Gay University.
University. So I was like, oh yeah, I go to university. She was like, I go to university, and I was like, wait, that's so cool. And then we started making out. After I asked, I was like, I know the timeline is going all over the place, but this is how I tell stories, I guess. I was like, wow, I can't believe you go to university. Do you like mind if I like make out with you? And she's like, yes. And then we made out. Was like the steps taken, and it was fucking epic. And I got her Instagram, and then we went on a date after. It was cute. I'm in my woman era. That's where we are right now. That's where we queer. That's where we queer. We are here and we are queer. All right, talk about some random shit. Like, anything happened to you recently other than fucking TikTok
being
boy?
accosted by a white boy on TikTok. Oh, that's probably loud. Other than being accosted by a white boy on TikTok, of course. I drove out of a hurricane one time.
Ooh, okay. Talk about that.
I don't know. It's just like raining a lot.
Damn it, River. You're literally a creative writer.
I know. This is my job.
Where's the beginning, middle, and end? You can't just be like, well, damn, it certainly was raining. Like, that's it. Give us more. Give us tea. Give us...
There was one time where I had to drive into DC in a massive thunderstorm.
Ooh.
And there's like lightning crawling across the sky. Everyone on I-5 or like I-95 is going 20 miles an hour. And I'm like behind some person and I can't see the road. So I'm just like looking at their flashers and trying to like balance the car in front of it. The audio is fine. I was like, it doesn't look loud enough, but it's fine.
We probably should be louder.
Should I talk louder? Can you hear me better now?
What if we like go through this and like most of the audio is like way too quiet? And we're just
turn it up.
True, but we'd also have to like fix the mic peaks and stuff. We'll figure it out.
It's fine.
You know what else is fine? You. That's it?
Yeah.
Thunderstorm? You survived. You're
did.
here.
I
You're
lived.
Queer.
I'm here. I'm queer. I survived.
Or did you?
No.
You're actually a
I'm
ghost
actually
right now.
a ghost.
Hold on, guys.
I'm not even
Viewers,
here right
I'm
now.
about to poke River to see. Can I poke you, by the way? Consent?
Yes.
Consent? I'm about to poke River to see. Holy shit, my hand just went through River. Guys, River is actually a ghost. Oh my god. Big reveal. So River's a ghost and
I could talk about my scoliosis.
Don't you mean your scoliosis?
Do ghosts have a spine? I guess not really.
Unless you're no, unless you're brave. Get it? Because like, oh, you're like spineless or get me out of here. Oh my god, we're so cringe. I'm so cringe. You can talk about your scoliosis if you want to.
Well, I mean, I haven't been officially diagnosed, but
we saw the pictures.
we saw those x-rays at
10 million
1,000 spine reveal.
Spine reveal, guys. Is it gonna be at 1,000? Same with the face reveal. It's just right underneath that. It's like
here's
x-ray of a
what
spine.
my face looks like, and here's what my spine looks like.
That's actually so funny. We gotta do that.
It does not look good.
But you know who does look good?
Which is why I'm in physical therapy, which is what led to me being accosted in the street.
Oh god. All right, I'm actually writing this down. At 10 subscribers, stickers. At 100 prints. At 1,000 face and spine reveal. I'm
gonna probably make art with it. Because I have those like transparent sheets of like photo paper.
You're transparent.
But I printed it out on one of those, and I'm gonna like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with it, but there's gonna be like something that like has my spine in it.
We can use it as cover art. We can use it as
It's
album art.
The cover art for our podcast is just my spine.
Well, I don't know. We can incorporate it. I got the picture. I don't know. I'll do some logo shit.
I'll send you the picture of my spine.
What did we say we were doing at 10,000? Oh, setup reveal?
Yes.
Setup reveal.
Our initial setup, which is it's eventually gonna be better than what we're doing right now. But we are currently sitting on the floor.
No. You can't tell them. Okay, and at 100 million is what I've written. But is that 100 billion? Should I make more zeros?
Just add as many zeros as your heart desires.
Oh, of course. Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I don't know what that is, like a trillion, gazillion,
that's a
or
lot
something.
of zeros.
But at that number, that's when I'll do the tit reveal. And I gotta put tit singular. Tit in parentheses
Just one
singular.
tit.
Yeah, just one. You guys are not having both. I'm sorry.
And there will never be a feet reveal.
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
Unless. Now, hear me out. If someone were to give me $1 billion or so, just about guesstimate like 5.7 billion.
I would say even like $1 million.
Well, $1 million? Don't sell yourself
I would
short.
be
Come on
set
now.
for life.
Are you kidding me? Those feet are worth more than $1 million. River, you got a 1 in a billion feet there. Oh God. All right, and I'm gonna put in also $1 billion foot reveal for both of us, so we can split that.
Yeah.
Like
1
50
billion.
million each or whatever. 500 million each.
Yeah.
That's what it. That's
Jeffrey
what it is.
Bezos.
Jeffrey.
Give us money for our feet.
$100 billion foot reveal, feet reveal, all the feet. We're gonna go through every single person and just every single feet. Our guests are not gonna want to come on here. They're gonna be like, wait, so like, is the foot reveal thing, is that like for me too? And it's like, I don't know. God, this is great. These are some good numbers.
Beautiful.
All right.
I feel dinner
Thanks.
to eat.
Oh God, you haven't eaten?
I mean,
Loser,
I
elbows.
ate a Pop-Tart.
Not enough. You ate a part of a Pop-Tart? That was not even the full Pop-Tart.
I ate 2 Pop-Tarts over the course of a couple of hours.
Well, okay, fine. River, you know what? You know what else you did? You ate. You ate, River. Yes, you ate.
Thanks so much for listening. If you made it all the way through this,
I don't know how the fuck you did that.
Good job. And you can follow me at my art Instagram, river_day_read, REID_art. Yeah.
Period. Truly, if you made it through, you're gonna get 1 singular nickel, and that's it. Once that person pays us $1 billion, we will distribute nickels to everyone who made it through the first episode. And my social is Omnicorn with a 0, so that's 0 MNICORN, and that's on everything. That's on Jod. That's on Insta. That's on YouTube. That's on Redcart. It's not. I don't think I have a Redcart. It's on Instagram. I said Instagram already. It's on Tumblr.
I don't even know what some of these apps
It's
are.
on Twitter. It's on Facebook. It's not on Facebook. But that's it.
I'm not giving. I don't have any other social media.
I literally
I have Twitter just to look, but I don't post anything on it.
Sometimes if I see a new social media
I think
app
I'm
that
like
comes
also
out,
Riverday Read Art on Twitter.
period.
If people want to follow me on Twitter to see me not post anything.
That's like what I do is I just claim Omnicorn like as my brand thing, like Omnicorn with a 0. So like I'll just go in, a new app comes out and I'm like, time to claim it. And like I make my username and I never use the app again, but just to know that my username is there. Like it makes me calm, All right. Thanks for tuning in. Let's do this shit.
Thanks for
We'll cut the part where I said it.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode
Of the Queer Peer Podcast.
I'm Riverday.
And I'm Tamara Omnicorn. Remember to be here and stay queer.